Hi everyone. Two of my neighbors have sons ages 8 and 9. They started talking to me about a year ago, asking me why I need a wheelchair. They've been respectful towards me. When they see me outside, they always come running for a short visit. About 2 weeks ago, I watched these boys play their dads in ball hockey on the street we live on. It was really inspiring to me. With my physical disability, I've come to enjoy things in life that I would not have otherwise been exposed to. I'm a single man, and my circumstances, especially the time and effort it takes to take care of my physical disability each day, haven't afforded me the opportunity to pursue marriage. Watching these boys have fun with their dads was special to me. I noticed the net was needing painting. The paint was severely faded and beginning to rust. I've been wanting to do something to inspire these boys this summer, so painting the net was something I could challenge myself by doing, and at the same time showing these boys that I care about them. Doing this would bring me to the extreme limits of my physical abilities. This would help me know how to express my challenges at the series of upcoming medical appointments. And at the same time, this project would take me about 5 days to complete, and it would be quite rewarding because most of my present goals are long term. This is a look at the net before I began spray painting it. The boy's dad, who owned it, assured me I could leave the net on while painting it. I wanted to do a good job and be thorough, so I completely disassembled the net. Then I used sandpaper to help remove some of the rough areas, such as where a piece of rust was about to flake off, so that the paint would be as smooth as possible. This isn't going to take away where the ball has hit the metal frame, causing a dent, but it's going to give the best quality possible that I can do. I don't have the ability to sandblast off the paint and completely strip it, but this is what I could do to make it the best possible and give the net a few more years of life. I then made a simple jig to hold the metal tubing while it was spray painting. One of the boys asked me how it was possible for me to do this, so I primarily use the area that is what I can reach while sitting. So working at the picnic table and having the jig high enough off the ground is what allowed me to do this project without straining my body or making it the easiest possible on me. The net strapping welds were also breaking on one of the pieces of metal tubing. I dropped in on a neighbor. He owns a welder, and he welded this back together for me. I didn't want to do half of a job. Years ago, one of my friends said to me to always leave things better than how I found them, and it had a big impact on me. I wanted to apply this principle to painting the net. The spray painting took around 20 hours. I cleaned each piece with a cloth before painting it, and then, as I said, I sanded where it was necessary and applied a primer to help the paint stick. I then painted each part and put the second coat on based on the directions of the can, sometimes after an hour, but for most of the parts after 2 days. Now I've reassembled the net. This was also a real challenge for me. I used my electric hospital bed as a working surface for reassembling the net. The cloth on my blankets wasn't going to chip off the paint, and my hospital bed raises up and down, so I put it at a comfortable height for me to work at. I wasn't making this video to really show about painting the hockey net. I've primarily made this video because I want to challenge you to challenge yourself. I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone, and I also challenge you to find what is rewarding for you in life. I've heard of different people who worked at developing their hobby into a career, and it brought so much meaning into their life. And I want to see the same for you if you've got the ambition and the drive, as well as the self-discipline to do this. I challenge you to figure out how you're wired and what makes you thrive. And I also challenge you to learn the practical life skills so it's easier for you to function in day-to-day life. It may not come easy, but it'll be well worth it in the end. These are all things that I needed to do as I learned how to cope with life and use a wheelchair as my mobility. But the principle of this applies to day-to-day life, whether you suffer with a physical disability or not. So I've made this video to inspire you to do your utmost and to make something out of your life. Thanks for the time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.